Good morning, children. We'll have a quick revision of last week's class. We were discussing about linear equations in one variable. So I just revised it that linear equations in one variable. Okay? So I hope all of you remember what we learned is one variable, equations, degree 1. Okay? So combine that, linear equations in one variable, and we learned that how to find out the solution of these equations. This also we discussed. Okay? So what is linear equation definition and how to find out the solutions of the linear equations were the topics we were dealing with last week. Now we are going to continue the topic with the new concept that framing linear equations and solving it. So what we learned last week is we have an equation with us. For example, x plus 8 is equal to 10. And one equation you were given. Just find out the solution of that. That means the value of x to find out. Now these equations will not be given to you. We have to frame the linear equations. So before we start doing it, let us just check how do we frame the linear equations. So you all must have learned that how do you translate a paragraph into your mother tongue. That means an English paragraph is given, how do you translate it into Malayalam, or Hindi paragraph is given, how do you translate it into English. This is a topic you must have learned in your language classes. Okay? Now what we are going to do is, the same concept is brought it into the topic of algebra. You will be given a word expressions in which 2 or 3 quantities may be there. So we have to relate all these quantities with the variables algebra part. So you are given a word expression. So let me start with an example. Okay. I'll take an example. I have an 8th standard student named Priya. Okay. Now, Priya's family. Priya, father is there, mother there. Priya has got an elder brother and she has a younger sister. So how many members are in the family? 5 members including Priya. Father, mother, brother, sister and Priya there. So I represent these people as F for father, M for mother, B for brother and S for sister, and Priya is there. Now I am going to say that I gave some chocolates to Priya. Say, take an example, I gave 10 chocolates to Priya. And I say that Priya's younger sister got 2 chocolates more than Priya. 2 more than Priya. Okay? So Priya has got 10 chocolates. So if I ask you how many chocolates her younger sister has got, 2 more than 10. That is 2 more than 10 is 12. So these many chocolates her sister got. So we learned that these word expressions, you are learning now how do we convert the word expressions to mathematical expressions. Or mathematical terms, you are going to use it in the equations. More than. More means addition, isn't it? Or to exceeding. Children, those who want, you can note down these word expressions along with the mathematical terms or the symbols which we are going to use it in the algebraic expressions. Exceeding, more than. These are all given means we will change with the symbol addition in the equation. Now coming back to Priya's family, if I say that Priya's brother has got 5 chocolates more than Priya. Again, how do we write it? 5 chocolates more. So 10 plus 5. So 50. Right? So wherever you have more or the term exceeding. Okay? Number of chocolates brother has got is 5 numbers exceeded by the number means it is to be added. Now, take the example that Priya's brother has got 3 chocolates less than Priya. So what is the term I am using now? The word I am using is less than. Okay? Less than. So Priya has got 10 chocolates. Priya's brother has got 3 chocolates less than Priya. So less than means you can easily calculate that 10 minus 3, that is going to be 7 chocolates her brother got. So less than expression will be replaced by minus. Less than will be replaced by the mathematical symbol minus. Now let me take another example with the same family members. If I say that Priya's father is twice old or twice as old as Priya. Okay? Priya's father is twice as old as. Or Priya's father has got twice more chocolate than Priya. Twice the number of chocolates Priya has got. So the word twice of the number. If she has got 10 chocolate, father must be having twice of the number. That is multiply by 2. Twice, multiply. So twice means 2 times. 2 times means it is 2 into. So twice will be replaced by multiplication. Twice will be replaced by multiply by 2. Similarly, another term is thrice. What is the meaning of thrice? That means 3 times. Priya has got 3 times of number of chocolates her mother has. Thrice. So thrice means multiply by 3. So these are the common word expressions you will have it in your questions. You have to convert these word expressions to mathematical symbol. Addition, where to use more than or exceeding. Less than, replaced by minus. Twice means multiply by 2. Thrice means multiply by 3. Half of. Half of. The word of itself shows that it is multiply. Okay, the word of means multiply. Half of means half of. Okay, half into the number. So these are the word expressions to be considered when you have word problems there. Okay, if you learn these concepts, you will find framing linear equations, sir. To some extent, it is easy. Now let me take again an example. Heidi. Okay. If I say that Heidi's brother, okay, elder brother is 5 years more than Heidi. I'm not giving Heidi's age now. In the previous example, I gave the number of chocolates Priya has, or I gave to Priya. Now I'm not saying that what is Heidi's age. So when you do the word problem, this is the thing you have to keep it in your mind. 3 things you should keep it in the mind. First thing is, read the expressions, word questions given in the question paper carefully. 2 to 3 times read it. Understand what is given in the question. Second thing is what to find out, because you are not given a number, you are not given a variable there. You have to assume the variable. So what should be assumed the variable is what you have to find out in the question should be taken as the variable. Now, I say that Heidi and brother. Heidi's brother is 5 years. Since it is the age, we will be using the term older than or elder. Okay? 5 years older than Heidi. So this is a question now. Brother is 5 years older than Heidi. Find out Heidi's age. So what you have to find out is his age. To get the equation, now the sentence I said will give you an expression. To get the equation, some more conditions will be given. So as I told you, here what do we have to find out is Heidi's age. Take the question, what to find out as our variable x. I hope you understand. In each question, what you are asked to find out, that should be taken as the variable. I took Heidi's age as x. Heidi's age is x. So what is given? Brother is 5 years older than Heidi. So what will be the brother's age? Older than is same as since it is age, we use the term older, I said, that means more than, isn't it? So how do we write a brother's age? X plus 5. Now connecting these two quantities, you will have definitely one more condition in the question. For example, if I say that sum of their ages is 30 or something like that. So you can find out that what is each Heidi's age or brother's age. Okay. If I say the sum of the two ages is equal to 40 or 25 or something, take small numbers. So we can write sum of their ages. This is the sum of Heidi's age plus this is equal to 25. Okay, that is what I said. So this part I'll explain because you have learned how to add it. Like terms should be taken together. So here the like terms means x and x. So x plus 5, that's going to be 2x plus 5 is 25. This we learned last week how to solve it. Okay, that is a solving part we have already finished. So this is a procedure. So I'll just revise once again what I explained. You're going to learn how to frame linear equations and then solve it. So read the question and find out what are the things given there and what is the quantity to find out there. Then you can assume what to find out as the variable. With the help of the condition given in the question, use the terms. I said more than or exceeding are all should be replaced by addition, less than and replaced by minus, twice, thrice, half, etc. will be replaced by multiply by 2, multiply by 3 as well as multiply by half. So let us start the exercise 2.2. Start with the first question. All of you have the textbook with you. Take exercise 2.2. Read the first question. The first question is, if you subtract half from a number and multiply the result by half, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? I read it again. If you subtract half from a number and multiply the result by half, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? Okay. So I told you, read the question word by word and identify what are the terms you need to change it into mathematical terms or algebraic expressions. Second, find out what is to calculate, what is to find out in this question. The question is, what is the number? So assume the question as variable. So how we start the question is, here the question is to find out the number. So I'm taking let the number be x. Now what is given in the question? The other conditions given in the question are, if you subtract half from a number, so what is that number we took? X. Subtract half from, so from x, I subtract half. This is what the first two words in the question says. If you subtract half from a number is taken as x, multiply the result by half. So when you subtract the whole thing, this bracket expression is your result, isn't it? This you learned last year. When you subtract half from the variable or the number here x, the result is the bracket expression which is shown on the board. Is multiplied by 2. This is multiplied by 2. multiplied by half. You get 1 by 8. So answer is 1 by 8. This is what given in the question. So what I did now is I just translated all the word expressions given in the question to algebraic expressions. So read the question once again. If you subtract half from a number and multiply the result by half, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? So what we did? We took the number as x and minus the half from x. Multiplied the result by half. The number answer is 1 by 8. I hope now you must have understood. Okay. Now you have to find the number, means solve for x or find the value of x. Now we have to do step by step. Simplification, you can do it in your own easy way. Ensure that you are right. That's it. Okay. So I'm just going to show here. Here half is multiplied. You can see the board. Half is multiplied. Okay. So last week we learned that multiplication, when you take it to the other side, it becomes division. Here half is multiplied, so the other side you have to divide by half, or it becomes x minus half is equal to, I'm going to take the 2 to here, 1 to here. So that is what? Dividing by half or multiply by the reciprocal. So 1 by 8 into 2 by 1. I hope you understood. We can cancel the 2 and 8. We get the answer as 1 by 4. So what we are getting is now x minus half is 1 by 4. Okay. Now we are going to bring the minus half to the other side. So it becomes plus. So x is equal to 1 by 4 plus half. Quarter plus half is going to be 3 quarter, that is 3 by 4. Therefore, the number is, what is our x? The number, we assumed the number as x. But you cannot leave the answer in x, you can write, therefore the number is 3 by 4. Now you can verify your answer too, okay? That is for your, just for the knowledge I am telling, just how to do it to know I am telling, no need to do it in exam or anything. Some children, those who want to check what I have done is right or wrong, you can check it. Put this 3 by 4 in this first expression here which I show, okay? So 3 by 4 minus half. What is 3 by 4 minus half is going to be 1 by 4, right? Now 1 by 4 you multiply by 1 by 2. Are you getting 1 by 8? Because when you subtracted half from the number, multiply the result by half, the answer should be 1 by 8. This is what question. It satisfies, right? So we can say our answer is correct. This is only just verification part. If it is for your verification, only for your reference eyesight, no need to show it in the answer part anywhere. This is just for your reference. When you learn it, what we have done is right or wrong for you to know, you do it. Otherwise, this is not required. Okay? Let's go to the second question. So all of you have the textbook with you. You can read from textbook. The second question is, the perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and breadth of the pool? So here the question says that the perimeter of a rectangle. Do you remember how do we get the perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter formula is 2 length plus 2 breadth. Please note down this formula. Those who forgot, rectangle perimeter is. This we need it, okay? Only then you will be able to do the answer. So please note down the formula. 2 length plus 2 breadth is equal to the perimeter. Now come back to the question. The perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and breadth of the pool? So here you have 2 quantities to find out, right? Length and breadth. So length and breadth we need to find out. But it is given that length is length is 2 more than twice its breadth. So length is depending on the breadth, isn't it? So I'm going to take the breadth as breadth of the rectangle is equal to x meter. Remember, when you assume, write with the unit, okay? X meter. Okay. Now, what is given? Length is 2 more than twice the breadth. The length is, okay, listen how I am writing. Length is 2 meter more than should be replaced by addition, twice of the breadth. Twice means multiply by 2. Multiply breadth by 2. So 2x. So length will be 2x plus 2. I repeat it, okay? I assume breadth as x meter. Length relation is given. Length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. 2 meter more than. More should be replaced by addition. So I put plus. Twice of breadth. Twice means multiply the breadth by 2. So 2x plus 2. Now it's given. Go to the next condition given, that the perimeter. You need to form a linear equation. So look at the condition given, that the perimeter of the rectangle is 154. So I'm going to take P is equal to 154 meter. This is given. Okay. So what will be the perimeter expression? 2 length. I'm writing the formula for your thing. 2 length plus 2 breadth is 154. Now what is length? 2x plus 2 plus 2 breadth is equal to 154. I hope you get it. 2 length plus 2 breadth is our formula for the perimeter. Now we need to frame the equation. So I substituted L as 2x plus 2, breadth as x itself. So when you solve it, you get, first you multiply with the 2 in the first bracket. So 4x plus, this is distributive property, okay, plus 4 plus 2x is equal to 154. Now collect all the like terms. Like terms means variables same plus the constant. That is 4x plus 2x is 6x. 6x plus 4 is 154. So 6x will be 154 minus 4. So 6x is going to be 150. So x is equal to 150 divided by 6. That is going to be x is equal to 25. Write with the unit. So it is 25. At the end you write, therefore, length will be, what is the length going to be? Length going to be, this is breadth, okay? Breadth is going to be 25 and length is going to be 2 more than twice, right? So twice of 25 is 50, 50 plus 2, 52. This is length and breadth. Okay? So I repeat once again, you need to find out, this is the thing you need to find out in the question. And this is a formula, we have basic expression which you learned in lower classes. So using the condition in the question, you have to find out the breadth and length of the rectangle. So I assumed the length as x. Okay? So the breadth as x, so length will be 2 more than twice of x. Now perimeter is 154. With the help of the formula, 2 length plus 2 breadth is 154. Length is 2x plus 2 substituted. Breadth is x substituted, which is equal to 154. And this is same simplifications which we learned last class. Okay. First, using the distributive property, open the bracket. 4x plus 4 plus 2x is equal to 154. collect the like terms in the expression. 4x plus 2x is 6x plus 4, 154. Bring the 4 to the other side, then bring the 6 to the other side. We get the answer as 25. Therefore, breadth is 25 and length is 2 times of 25 is 50 plus 2. According to this expression, okay? 2 times of 25 plus 2, that is 52 meter. No. Okay, children. Once again, I repeat slowly, okay? Those who want to hear it, listen it once again. I'm repeating. First thing, read the question. You are supposed to find out length and breadth. Length is depending on breadth. So first we assumed breadth as x. Length is 2 more than twice of breadth. So it becomes 2x plus 2. Perimeter is 154. So we substituted in the formula 2 length plus 2 breadth is 154. We get the algebraic expression as twice of 2x plus 2 plus 2x is equal to 154. Using the distributive property, open the bracket, you get 4x plus 4 plus 2x is equal to 154. So we get it simplified as 6x plus 4 is equal to 154. That is 6x is 154 minus 4. 6x is 150. That means 25 6 are 150. So we get the value of x as 25 meter. That is our breadth. So length is going to be 2 more than twice of 25 is 52. Now, let's go to the third question. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 and 2 by 15 centimeter. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? Okay, so it's given the base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3. Do you know what you mean by isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. Two sides are equal. This is what is known as an isosceles triangle. So it is given the base of the isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. So this is base. Okay. It is given this is 3 by 4 centimeter. Okay. This is what given. The perimeter of the triangle is 4, 2 by 15 centimeter. Length of either of the remaining equal sides. So as I told you, what you have to find out is the remaining two equal sides. So these are the two equal sides, okay? So what do we do it? We will take the unknown or what is to find out as x. So let me start with let the equal sides be x centimeter. Okay. So how many sides are there? 3 sides. Out of that, one is 3 by 4. The other 2 sides are x each. So perimeter is given as 4 and 2 by 15 centimeter. Okay. So as we discussed, perimeter means sum of the 3 sides. Okay. So those who do not know, I am writing this step 2. Sum of 3 sides is 4 and 2 by 15. Okay. So I am going to add the 3 sides. X plus 3 by 4 is equal to 4 and 2 by 15. So I took equal sides of the isosceles triangle as x. Perimeter is given 4 and 2 by 15. 4 by 3. Now you have to add the like terms. Here the like terms are x each. X plus x is 2x plus 4 by 3 is Now right side you have a mixed numeral, so please convert it into a fraction, improper fraction. So 15 fours are 60, 60 plus 2 is 62 by 50. Now you bring 4 by 3 plus 4 by 3 to the other side. So we get 2x is equal to 62 by 15 minus 4 by 3. To simplify these two rational numbers, let's go for the LCM. 15 is the LCM. So here I have to multiply by 5. This also multiply by 5. So we get 62 by 15 minus 20 by 15. That is 42 by 15. We have 2x is equal to 42 by 50. 2 is multiplied here, so when you bring it to the other side, 42 by 50 into 2. To have to divide. We can cancel this with 21. So x is equal to 21 by 50. Again, these two numbers you can cancel with the 3. That is 7 3s are 21 and 5 3s are 50. So the equal sides length, what we assumed x as equal sides. So equal sides length will be, you can write 7 by 5 centimeter, or you can convert it into mixed numeral, that is 1 and 2 by 5 centimeter. Okay. I repeat once again. Look at the question. You are given the base of an equilateral isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter, and the perimeter of the isosceles triangle is given as 4 and 2 by 15 centimeter. So using the condition again, sum of the three sides is 4 and 2 by 15. So sum of the three sides, two equal sides are x each. So x plus 4 by 3. Sum of the three sides is equal to 4 and 2 by 15 centimeter. X plus x is 2x. 2x plus 4 by 3 is 62 by 15. So when you bring the 4 by 3 to the other side, it becomes minus. So you get 2x is equal to 62 by 15 minus 4 by 3. These two numbers to simplify, you have to find out the LCM. 3 and 15, LCM is 15. So I multiplied the second fraction by 5. So we get it as 62 minus 20 by 15. Common denominator is 15. So 42 over 50. It can be, 2x is 42 by 15. So x is equal to 42 by 15 into 2. Simplify the two numbers again. 21 by 15. You can do it in the same step. For your easy calculations, I did step by step. Okay, you can do it in the same calculation. 21 and 15, once again you can cancel. You get it as 7 by 5 centimeter. Since it is an improper fraction, I took it to change it to mixed numeral 1 and 2 by 5. So your question is, find out the equal sides of the isosceles triangle, or length of the either of the remaining equal sides. The answer is 1 and 2 by 5. So that's all today's class.